Hello again, friends and loyal Wolfpack members. Chaos Wolf here, and welcome back to Planetbase. Now, we seem to have a little bit of an issue at the moment where we don't have much O2. We seem to be losing O2 and gaining O2. The saturation is going up and down. And I suspect that's because we've got the O2 generator all the way down here. And the places that we're losing O2 are over here. So how much iron have we got, metal have we got left? We've got 4 free. So what we're going to have to do is go and place a O2 generator up here. So let's go and do that. So we're going to go for a larger O2 generator just because I don't want to waste any kind of potential on anything. So we're going to go and do that. We're going to go and link it here. And that's going to allow us to expand up this way in the future. So that's going to be nice. Now, I suspect we are going to go and need another way of getting out over here. Because at the moment, we need another airlock, really. It is because over here, everything is a long way away, and we don't want to have people go out of here all the way up there. So let's speed everything up at the minute. Now we've got this turned off. Well, let's go in here because what we need is a lot of guards. But so what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to turn that to guards. We're going to make sure that everybody's inside. We've got the control center now. So as soon as this gets built, we're not waiting on anything, we've just got to wait for it to go and get made. So what I'm planning to do is, because we've got a good amount of stuff going there. We just need an engineer to come out, go and build that. Oh, they're already doing it. So that's good to know. Right, there we go. So we've got another O2 generator going. The question is, yeah, we're still producing more. Actually, no, we're using more water than we're currently producing because of this. So that's kind of interesting. So that means that we're going to have another water extractor. Because currently we're not producing that much, but we are using it. So it's a good thing we noticed that early. So how much metal we got still? 5 free, so we can afford to plonk this down. Question is though, how far out can we go there? Not that far, so can we fit it here, I suspect? Let's go and check. So water extractor, large, no we can't. We could put it around there, but we don't really want, you know what, we can. Let's go and plonk it there. Yeah, I know, water storage is critical, I'm well aware. So what I'm going to go and do is, in fact, I'm actually going to turn that one off for the moment. So that we should... There we go, yeah. We're starting to refill on water. So that's good. So we're not going to be losing anything, really. And let's see. Yep, it's still within our sphere, so that's great. Because we can still go over that way, I suspect, but we're going to have to come down this way first, which is one of our next kind of expansion efforts. And the main one we're going for now is over this way. Because we've got a good amount of space we can go and expand into. We can fit about 3, maybe 4 buildings in here. So that's going to be fine. Now, have we actually built this thing yet? No, we've put everything there. We just need the engineer to come down and do it. So, question is, what is our power looking like? Yeah, we're doing fine on power now. We did have a massive issue before, but now we're not doing too bad. But as soon as that's in and as soon as that's on, we're going to need some more power potentially. There we go. So that's that done. And actually, where is it? Did I turn this one off? Yeah, I did. So let's turn that one back on. So our power draw is going to be going up. So again, we're going to be needing some more, another little expansion thing. I mean, do we have more room over here to fit things? Yes, we do. We can fit something here. So what I'm thinking is we can probably do with fitting another turbine, potentially. Because I'm not sure what we want to have more. Because we are topping off with our power every night. Well, up until perhaps now. So I don't know what's going on specifically. But right now, what we need to do is turn that off priority. So have we got any priorities going? No, we don't. Because we need to get some more ore. So let's put all these on priority. We've got enough medical supplies if we have a few injuries. So that's not going to be too bad. And our O2 levels have gone up again. So that is a lot better. So that's great. Now what we want to do is expand over this way. So I'm trying to decide what we want to have. I mean, we need to have more workers, but we don't want to have another canteen over here. We're going to need some more storage because we're pretty short on storage. We've got almost nothing. And we've got a lot of pasta at the moment. Now, somebody was saying that we have too many meal makers, and that's not really the case. We have occasional basic meals, but the vast majority of which are actually proper meals. Because in a way it's better to have... The only time the meal makers actually go and make meals is if there's somebody waiting for it. So if we have more meal makers and we have more robots, which we currently do now, so one of their goals is just to go and fill these things up. That means we're going to be having proper food actually being created. So that's good. And look, we've got one injury so far. Oh, we're down but through medical supplies already. So, right, okay. So we've got 2 medical supplies left, 3 medical supplies left. Bound back to 2 again, I suspect. Yeah, so it's going to be back down to 2. But we'll leave these on priority for a little bit longer. But what we need is we need some more guards in, really. So let's slow things down a little bit. In fact, actually, let's just keep things sped up. Because let's have a look. Because at the moment, we're kind of known to everybody and we have people coming in. We want guards, so hopefully we're going to have some come in. The only issue is that we need to make sure that... Oh, let's turn that off for the moment. That's what we got. Yep, there we go. Look at that. We've got intruders. Now, hopefully, we've got people in there, but they shouldn't be too much of a problem. Because I do believe they have oxygen whilst they're outside. Apart from him, obviously. Now, the problem is we don't have the ability to repel these guys at the moment. We have, like, 1 guard. So I think at the moment what we're going to have to do is turn these off priority so that the guys inside are not as likely to injure themselves. Now look, they are coming out, they are tired, but these guys, they're hungry as well, but I really just want to have these guys go and die through suffocating. Now these guys are going to be going in and out. The only one that's really not is potentially him and him. Oh shit, I should really turn this off now, shouldn't I? Let's actually go and turn that off now. Now, as soon as those guys die of O2, we may potentially lose this guy as well. We've got 2 guards in now as well. We're not going to lose him, because those guys are all going to be fine, hopefully. Because that guy's got O2, that guy's got a bit of O2, so we may potentially lose him, but we just need these guys to suffocate before we go and turn this back on again. Who the hell just died there? There we go. Cool. There we go. Let's turn that back on. Let's get everybody else back inside. So, Yeah, the guy that was injured just died of asphyxiation. That's fine. We just killed 2 intruders through asphyxiating them to death. So that's good. That's great. We've now got some more guards. So we can stress down. We don't need to worry too much about that there. So we need to have something put there, though. So that's good. We've got some guards. That's nice. So we don't need to worry too much now about intruders in the future. We did lose one of our workers to this, so our food's doing okay. So what I'm thinking is let's go and replenish our worker force. So we'll turn that back on, potentially get some workers in. If we get any... what's the word I'm looking for? Any intruders, it shouldn't be as big of an issue now. Because we do have 3 guards, and they should be able to handle anything up to like 4 or 5 intruders. So let's have a quick look. We've got 2 guards, and they're both armed. So they should be able to handle, yeah, maybe 3 or 4 intruders. But yeah. Now what I don't want to do is have too many people come in. So how many people have we got currently? No, that's the wrong one. We need to have a look at this one. Stats. We've got 23 people and we've currently got 8 bunks. Oh, we've got someone coming in. Oh good, they are workers. It's just single worker? That's fine. That's replaced the one that we lost. So there we go. That's good to know. So we got that going. And we need to go and start expanding a bit more. So how much metal have we got and everything? 7 free. A lot of bioplastic. So what am I thinking? What do we need? Let's go and have a look. We've got the guard center. We do need some more storage though. Now I wouldn't mind some more storage down this area, but we need something here first before we actually go and put a big storage over on the other side. So what I'm thinking is potentially having a separate area over here for like commerce in and out, and like a big massive storage there. But in order to have a big massive storage, we need to get the blueprint for it. So I think we're just going to expand over in this direction first. Now, what can we have over this way? I suspect we can potentially go and have more bioplastic processing over in this direction. Because we got this bioplastic processor here, and that comes from the things there. So we could potentially get another biodome here, and then another storage or something, or maybe just another processing plant. I mean, what else do we really need? Let's have a look at what we've got a choice of. We've got a lab, we've got sick bay, storage, biodomes. I think the biodome's possibly one of the better ones to go for. More factory, maybe. I think potentially the factory might actually be a better call at the moment, because we've only got this little factory here. So how many have we got? 10 free. Okay, so let's go for a larger factory. So we can put this here, or we could go and extend it out there, but I think this one's going to be a better course of action. Now, if we have that there, that should still be under the... Yeah, it is. Good. You know what? I'm actually going to go and connect this directly here to start with, because I don't want to use too much power. Now, what I'm thinking is actually having... more spares, potentially? A more spares workshop over here? So we can go and change this to something else, because the spares are going to have to go from there to here. We can have spares there, we can have another storage out here, perhaps, mainly for spares and so on. So this one we can use for other things, because what I'm thinking here is we can use this one for mainly firearms and superconductors. Is it semiconductors? That one. Because that'll work. But we need to go and see what our power is going to end up being. Because then we can start... Wrong one. It's that one. This one. Yeah, because we are dipping a fair bit in power now. So I do think we're going to need to expand our power more. So what I'm thinking is we'll go for the largest thing we can go for here. Connect it there. So that'll help us out in the day. The only issue is it's going down at night. So, and again, let's actually go and recycle that because we haven't even built it yet, so that's not too much of an issue. Let's go and put that in for now because that will help us more likely throughout the night. So we can go and expand our solar panels when we put in more power collectors. So I think that's going to help more than anything else. So let's go and turn that off for the moment, just because we don't want to be using too much more power at present. So things are looking kind of good at the moment. So we've got a good amount of spares. As soon as we get that built, I think we can potentially go and build another building. But we'll go and wait and see overnight. Because let's go and have a look at our power again. We didn't drop that far, but I want to make sure that we're okay. Because I want to make sure that we're topping off for quite a while. And we're doing quite well with our spares. So I think if we have like a dedicated spares thing over here, then that's going to help out a lot more. We were going to have some spares down here. So perhaps we can actually have another workshop down here, potentially. So if we can have a workshop here, we may be able to have enough space to have an airlock coming out. Although technically that airlock there is fine, although we can go and remove that and have other things here instead. So we'll just see how it goes. But we do need to start thinking about getting down another lightning rod in the near future. Because we're getting very close to our limits here. I mean, there we can fit like another 2 buildings there, maybe another 3. Down here we can fit another building here, another building there, and potentially something here if we have the space. But then we really need to think about getting another lightning rod, perhaps there, or even here. Just actually, there's probably the best course because we can go, or even here. Because then we can build around it. So we do need to build out something big outside, and then we can go and get the lightning rod outside of that. So not only are we going to be increasing our safe zones, we're also going to be increasing the areas, basically the area of the base where we can actually, or the area of the planet even, that we can go and harvest lightning power. Which is going to be crucial to our future expansion of the base. And there we go, we're actually increasing our power at the moment, even though we have very little wind currently. So that's not bad. Our solar panels are good enough for the time being. So yeah, let's go and put in, because I'm pretty sure we've got enough. Yeah, we have. We want spares workshops, so let's go put in a couple over here. Let's put those in. As soon as those get built, and as soon as these ones finish... yeah, because that one's finished. Nobody's actually doing anything there, so let's actually go and recycle that one. This one is still being used. So as soon as... oh, actually, no, wait, that's the other one. I'm thinking of this one. So yeah, that one's finished as well. So let's go and recycle those. So now we should be able to get those ones. Actually, let's turn that back on again. So we should be good. Well, like I said, we're going to need another storage off of here. And another airlock. Can we actually fit an airlock coming off of this? We can have it there, but that's going to interfere with us actually getting in and out and expanding further there. So yeah, that's alright. We'll go and wait and see how our power does over the next couple of nights. Or even over the next night or so, and just see if we've got enough power to go and support another expansion there. Because look, we are dropping off a fair amount there. If we put more stuff in, we're going to be bottoming out. And we're not staying topped off for as long. So I do think we're going to need another power collector. But the power collector, I think we can afford to go and place down here. I mean, where could we fit it, potentially? We can't fit it there. We can't put it here. Well, we could put it here and potentially have the... I don't know. I mean, let's have a look. Can we fit... Where are we? Storage. Largest storage. We can fit that there. Or we could theoretically put it here. And have the power collector and the thing there. So I think that's what we're actually going to go and do. So we could fit that there. And then what we'll go and do is actually, it's that one, isn't it? Yeah. So let's go and put a large ass power collector. Here maybe? Good. How far are we out? How far can we go out? We can go out to about here. So let's see. Power collector. That should still be within. Just about. Let's go and see. That should just about be within our thing. Oh, it's half and half. So it's not too bad, I suppose. So now we've got that, that's going to give us some more of a buffer. Because how much have we got now? 7 free metal. That's going to take 4, potentially? Yeah, well, there we go. Look at that. That's all been done fairly quickly. How many bots have we got now? I'm curious to find out. 10 carrier bots, so that's not bad. I think we're actually at a limit now, aren't we? What is our limit? No, 15 is our limit of bots. Here we go. We're going to go and get that made. So hopefully, if the wind stays up, we are actually going to go and start filling this. No, we're not. We're actually using more power than we are generating. So are we actually going down? Or are we actually... Yeah, we are. We're going down, but not very quickly. So that's not bad. There we go. We're actually generating now that we're catching lightning. So that's what we need to do. We need to harvest way more lightning. So we need to really increase the surface area in which we can go and get harvest lightning with. Because that's going to be the most useful thing. And we're really going to need a new storage because we're so full over there. So I think we're going to have to go and build it now, really. Not sure if we have enough. 8 free. Let's see. Storage 7. If we go here, we can potentially expand further over here and over down here, potentially. So I think that is going to be the best place to go and have that. Because let's see. Let's go and see if theoretically we could put another canteen down here. Yeah, we could. See that? We could actually fit that there quite happily. But we can only go up to like a 4 material size one there. It's like a medium size building. So then we can expand further over this way. Yeah, that seems like a plan. So that seems good. Now what we're going to need is another airlock. Now, I'm thinking is having it connected like so. And that's going to allow us to get our spares directly out from storage to where they're needed. So that is going to be awesome. So we're getting that made. That's going to help out drastically. So this is more like personal kind of storage. This is more like food storage and so on. So airlock's been built. It's now being connected soon. There we go. Now we need to have it doing is actually being connected here. Because until this is connected, it's all going to be useless. And typically, you leave a job half done. Airlock's out of power. No shoot. Structure's out of power? Oh, yeah, it's these ones. There we go. It's only because they weren't connected here. And there we go. So that's great. We've now got a connection right over here. These are going to go and get their air. We've got our power. So that's awesome. So as you can see, we're getting a lot of storage over here. We're getting a little bit of food as well. So I suspect the next thing we're going to want, really, is... Let's go and see... There we go. Now we are going to go and need to have something larger over here. So what can we do? So we're up to about here. Now we're either going to have to expand over this way or we're going to have to expand over that way. Now I think soon we're going to have to start focusing more heavily on our power. So I want to go and get it so our power is completely... is perfectly great. So we don't need to worry about power. Because at the moment we're in a bit of a fluctuating situation right now where we've got a lot of power. We're doing okay. But I want to make it so that our power is astronomical and we don't need to worry about things for a good long time. So what I'm thinking is expanding over this direction with just the power, or maybe even this direction. But that way it seems a bit better. Because we can expand over this way, we can expand over this way. We can kind of expand this way, but it's not going to be too good. I suspect if we're going to have any kind of habitable areas over here, we're going to have to expand this way, come along down this way, or even along this way and down over here. So we're going to have to take the long-ass route around. So I think... Well, let's have a look. Let's go back. Let's go here, here, and lightning rod. Because we want a big one. What I'm thinking is potentially we can put a lightning rod here. Because that's going to allow us to expand a little more over here with power and a tad more down here with habitation. So what we're going to need is one thing in the middle here, like one thing there, and then we can put this here. So that's going to be useful. Because we're going to have a minor overlap here, but that's fine. It's going to keep that thing safe as well. So what I'm thinking is potentially we'll go for a... I mean, what have we got now? Currently got 4 free, but we need a good amount more. Let's say solar panel. We need 7, so we can put a solar panel here. Or even there, potentially. Because I don't want to extend it out too far, because I want to make as much use out of the area as possible. So let's connect that there like that for now. I'm not actually going to have this happen. And then let's see if we can actually fit this. Yeah, we can. So good. So it's good to know. Let's just recycle that. So we're not going to actually have that going just yet. So it's good to know we can actually fit that there when we get enough going. So we've just got a bit more metal. Oh, that's interesting. We've got 9 free. So we have got enough metal, but we need to get our spares up. We need to get our semiconductors up. So let's actually go and build another semiconductor and another weapon thing there. We'll keep this place armed. So what I'm thinking is we're good for the moment, so we don't need to worry about getting more staff in just yet. We will soon, but we don't need to worry about it just at this precise moment in time. So we're doing fairly well. Now, what am I going to go and do now, I think? Like I said, we need to go and expand over this way, so... Not over this way, over this way. So we can expand down here, we can expand this way. I mean, how far are we off of there? Yeah, we can definitely fit something there. So we can get one medium building here. Now, what medium building we end up going for is basically neither here nor there. We could go for another canteen, we could not, it really doesn't matter. They're close enough to each other to where it doesn't really matter. Now I am thinking of linking up these two here. The only issue I have with that is they may potentially go and do some dumbass stuff where they go and get themselves locked in. So, yeah, we could do that, or I could just link those two together and knock off this connection here. It's possible, we could do it. It's not a big issue either way. Well, let's see. How much metal have we currently got? 15 free. We've got enough to go and do what we need. So, let's go get the solar panel. Large solar panel. Link it there. And... that one. And lightning rod. So, where was it? There we go. That was it. There. So we should have enough metal to go and put all that together. So that's going to massively help our power issues. Because that goes to there and that goes to there. So we've got a bit of an overlap of this section. But that's not a major issue. It also means we can expand out to here and out to here. So we can expand from there and all the way around to here. And even up here. So this is all going to be free for power. And this is going to be free down here for habitation. So that's great. And then after that, we can potentially go and get another... where are we? Another lightning rod. Maybe there? Actually, about there? That'll work. If we can fit one there... what? Oh, wait a sec. There we go. If we get on there, that's going to give us a good amount of space to go and expand to. I mean, we'll be able to expand all around here and all there. And then we can start working our way towards here. So that's not bad. There we go. So that's that made. And he's coming back. We got another guy coming out, so that's going to make this one now. So hopefully he doesn't get struck by lightning, because that would suck. There we go. So that's expanded out how far we can harvest lightning from as well. So that's epic. So we've now got 3 areas that we can harvest lightning from. We've increased our lightning harvest surface area by 50%, roughly. A little bit less, because we have a little bit of overlap. Well, that's not bad at all. There we go. We're getting more power there. So what I'm thinking I want to do now... there we go. We've just christened it with 1 lightning strike. So what I'm thinking... is we really want to go and capitalise on this by getting a bunch of power collectors. But we can't do that yet because we've got no metal left. So we've got some being made. But I'm going to turn that off priority now. So we're doing well. Things aren't going badly for us at all. So we've got this section to go and start filling. We've got a lot of spares here. So that's, well, not a lot. We've got some spares, but we're doing well. We're short on actually making spares currently, although technically not. There we go, that's another 2 just been made. Very close to another 2 being made there, nothing from there. And those just need to be started. Because how many engineers do we have currently? No, wrong one. That one. 6. So we do need to start increasing our engineer count, really. So we're going to need to start increasing bunks. And where we actually have bunks. Because what I'm thinking is we're going to start wanting to go into cabins now. Because that helps a lot more with the happiness of the guys on planet. So yeah, next course of action is potentially to expand a bit further down here or up there, really. It's kind of dealer's choice, I suspect. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. I do hope you've enjoyed it. Now, as always, like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't. neither of those good enough for you, that's what the comments are for. And don't forget, if you want, you can go and support me on Patreon. The link should be appearing in the top right any second now. Anyway guys, I've been Commander Chaos Wolf, you guys have been epic, I will see you soon. And until next time, my fellow colonists, keep flying and stay shiny.